What's new for Mayweather? Like, I mean, even in our first fight, like, it's getting hard. It's changing his mind. That's not good. I mean, you need to have word of honor and commitment. To honor your commitment.
You really have had the patience of a saint. We know that first time it took like 5 years at least to get Floyd into the ring.
At least 5 years to took that fight for a lot of alibis and bring like that. So this time there's no reason for alibis or.
I think Floyd's just staging this for views. I think Floyd knows he's going to do a real fight. And I think this is all just staging to get us talking, get people talking, get people hyped up for the fight. It keeps it in the press. It keeps it in everybody's minds because, it's a fight that's still months away. So it could easily just get announced and then nobody talks about it. But instead, this kind of thing has us talking about it literally every single week right now. And so it is doing a promotional job on it.
He said, I'm not doing anything until Floyd signs. You guys bring me a signed Floyd contract and then I'll sign it. And so that has happened. And so Manny is like, look, it's signed. He knows that this is supposed to be a real fight. He knows that this is going to be at the Sphere on Netflix. Nothing but that is going to take place. If he decides to walk away from it, there's going to be repercussions. There's going to be, I think the way he phrased it was there's going to be problems. And clearly he's talking about legal maneuvers that would take place against Floyd. And he's calling his bluff. He's like, look, you can either engage in this fight that you have signed for, or I'll see you in court.
When you get these advancements, you can put them non-refundable tag on these advancements. You can do that. Now, I don't know if Mayweather did that, but you can. You can put a non-refundable attachment on this and be like, all right, hey, I need an advancement for training. I need $3-4 million or whatever for training expenses. And if they agree to say yeah, and he put in a contract that is non-refundable.
Manny Pacquiao just broke his silence on the real reason Floyd Mayweather is running from the rematch. And it's not about the money. Making his stance clear, he says he's less focused on what the controversy is and how the media is dealing with all situations. He is ready, despite all the fake drama Mayweather is bringing to the table.
How are you feeling, Manny? We know that you've got a fight against Floyd Mayweather scheduled for September at the Sphere in Las Vegas on Netflix. Floyd is being a little bit difficult right now. Are you just letting the process play out and hoping that he gets to the finish line and commits to this fight? What are your feelings on that?
No, right now my focus is on September 19 because we already both signed the contract, a real fight. So that's my focus. I don't want to be distracted with anything like that, because I want to prepare. I want to get the 100% condition and mentally, physically, and spiritually.
Manny Pacquiao blasted Floyd Mayweather, exposing his past tactics during their first fight. He says what Floyd is doing might be new for many others, but for him, it's the same old pattern. Floyd trying to create anticipation and hype behind these public lies.
Some people say that Floyd may be playing like another game, basically just trying to build up the anticipation for this fight by saying like, oh, well, maybe I'll commit to it, maybe I won't. This is typical Mayweather gamesmanship. Do you think that that's true?
What's new for Mayweather? Like, I mean, even in our first fight, like, it's getting hard. It's changing his mind. That's not good. I mean, you need to have word of honor and commitment. To honor your commitment.
You really have had the patience of a saint. We know that first time it took like 5 years at least to get Floyd into the ring.
At least 5 years to took that fight for a lot of alibis and bring like that. So this time there's no reason for alibis or makes excuses because we both signed already the contract.
Putting some more fire, Freddie Roach, the trainer of Manny Pacquiao for decades, has thrown some harsh realities. In his view, Mayweather is doing these tactics to not let his scaredness and fear come out. Observing the first fight, he believes Mayweather also knows that Manny can bring danger to him, and that is why he's avoiding the real fight.
What did you learn from Mayweather in the first fight that you feel like would be different in the second fight? Does Floyd Mayweather have a formula that Manny can't beat, or can he?
No, I believe that Manny has a formula that can beat Mayweather, but he has to fight a very, very precise fight. For some reason, I got a feeling that in my opinion, I think he's scared of Manny.
The tension escalates as Pacquiao says Mayweather took his upfront money, with experts calling the mess a scheme and Wade Plemons accusing Floyd of plotting to scam Netflix.
At a level of this fight where people given separate contracts, where people given contracts that didn't say the same thing, that would be one of the most unprofessional things you could do, not trying to point the gun on Netflix or whoever else put this together. But something is off. Something's completely off, because you got one person saying, it's a real fight. You got the promotion saying, this is a real fight. You got Floyd Mayweather saying, no, this is an exhibition. There's two things that are happening here. Either somebody messed up in paperwork or in communication or in some form of getting this fight together, misspoke to one of these guys, or Floyd Mayweather is trying to scam Netflix. That is the only two things that can be possible here. Because we then get the report, as of yesterday, that Floyd Mayweather has already taken a cash advance payment of his purse.
Raising the alarm, Tim Bradley has dropped a shocking revelation that might puzzle many fans. In his view, the idea of Mayweather trying to scam Netflix could be true, as he stresses that the advancement money Floyd has taken is usually refundable.
I just want to make y'all aware, I'm not 100% right on this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know the legalities of the actual contract and why Mayweather's choosing to do what he's going to do what he's doing. I don't think Mayweather is afraid. I don't think he's afraid. No, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. Come on. Barrios. He's not afraid of Pacquiao. Trust me, he's not. But the thing I want to make you guys aware of is that when you get these advancements, you could put a non-refundable tag on these advancements.
Bradley highlights how this has been the case within boxing, and the advancement payment is usually given to a boxer or fighter as free money, and this adds another layer of intrigue to the entire situation.
Now, I don't know if Mayweather did that, but you can. You can put a non-refundable attachment on this and be like, all right, hey, I need an advancement for training. I need $3-4 million or whatever for training expenses. And if they agree to say yeah, and he put in a contract that is non-refundable, it's free money. It's basically free money. So we know, Mayweather was, it's been reported, I should say, allegedly, that, he's been, a little upside down on some of his taxes and some of his properties. And he needed to come back and fight and take care of that.
The idea that Floyd is targeting Netflix to scam has been heard by analysts. The scary revelation could come sooner. One of the prominent journalists, Lance Pugmire, has broken the news that Mayweather might be facing a lawsuit from Netflix very soon due to his breach of contract.
There's reports I've heard that there's been money given out. Would that have to be recouped? Is there any credence to that there has been money given out already in advance?
Yeah, this is one of those things, guys. I always feel a little bit icky because I haven't seen it myself, so I'd rather see things before I talk about it. But I have, they did say that there has been advances that have been made, that Netflix has given Mayweather some financial advances, and we're talking millions of dollars. I don't know exactly, but when I threw out a figure, they said it's even higher than what I threw out. I threw out multiple millions of dollars.
Lance Pugmire's point of view comes from someone with insider info, and he reveals how Floyd actually dodged Manny in the past while trying to make a fight happen from 2010 to 2015, making things fishy along the way. Even a rematch clause as a pro fight was included in their first battle.
I think it's kind of like, I'm not going to cave into the anger that this could generate or get all flustered about it. He says, look, he signed a contract, and based on, remember, these guys spent many years trying to make a fight between 2010 and 2015 before it finally got done. Manny said he actually signed 2 contracts to fight Floyd back in the day, and it didn't happen. And he said this time when it came around that they were negotiating for this fight that's going to be on Netflix at the Sphere.
According to Lance, Manny's message has been very clear from the day Floyd breached the contract. He is now insisting that Floyd either make it clear to be a real fight or better prepare for a court trial.
He said, I'm not doing anything until Floyd signs. You guys bring me a signed Floyd contract and then I'll sign it. And so that has happened. And so Manny is like, look, it's signed. He knows that this is supposed to be a real fight. He knows that this is going to be at the Sphere on Netflix. Nothing but that is going to take place. If he decides to walk away from it, there's going to be repercussions. There's going to be, I think the way he phrased it was, there's going to be problems. And clearly he's talking about legal maneuvers that would take place against Floyd. And he's calling his bluff. He's like, look, you can either engage in this fight that you have signed for, or I'll see you in court.
The animosity is brewing harder and more heat is coming on the way. Manny has made it clear that Floyd is in trouble after the breach, and others have already stated it clearly that Floyd does not want to lose his record. That 0 will turn into 1 loss once he meets Manny, says Manny's son, Jimmy Pacquiao.
I don't know. Like, people will say it was a real fight, and then now Floyd is saying it's not. So, like, right now, I don't know. I'm just as clueless as everybody.
If they do fight, what's your prediction?
I think my dad's gonna get the win. If it's a real fight, my dad's gonna get the win. He's been way more active. I think he's in better shape, and yeah, I think he's gonna win that fight for sure.
How surprising was it when you heard like Floyd say like, "Oh, it's an exhibition"? Like, what was your like?
Yeah, I was shocked because this whole time I thought it was like a real fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess he doesn't want to, ruin that undefeated record. Yeah.
A fighter known for making dramas, scamming people under debts and lawsuits, trying to cope with his financial troubles, and now hanging in between another lawsuit that is not only a big problem for him, but also for his legacy. Many warn that, but Paulie believes this is what Floyd is staging for views and building a hype that is pre-planned.
I think Floyd's just staging this for views. I think Floyd knows he's going to do a real fight, and I think this is all just staging to get us talking, get people hyped up for the fight. It keeps it in the press, it keeps it in everybody's minds, because it's a fight that's still months away, so it could easily just get announced and then nobody talks about it. But instead, this kind of thing has us talking about it literally every single week right now. And so it is doing a promotional job on it. In the end, we're going to get the narrative, Floyd had to still fight. He had to commit to the fight even though he didn't want to. And it's going to get everybody opinion talking. Floyd didn't want to fight. You see, he was scared. And then the Floyd fans are going to say, nah, he was always going to do the fight. He was just holding out for more money.
Paulie is even making things more fishy. He believes not only Floyd, but Manny also knows it, and everything that is now being talked about has been pre-planned. He says he is waiting for the time when the news comes of Floyd calling Manny and making him agree to getting their own parts of the money and just go.
Whatever. I think the fight is a fight. Everybody knows it's a fight. And I think I wouldn't even be shocked if Floyd called Manny and be like, bro, you play your part, I'll play my part. Make like you're gonna cause me problems. I'll play the part like I don't want it to be.
I'll tell you why that part. Listen, the rest of it, I think you're actually right. That part,
this is gonna happen as a fight.
Manny wouldn't play along. You don't
think so?
No way. Absolutely not. Manny would not play along. He's a Christian. He's not gonna lie to the public
like that. Come on, get out.
At the same time, Jas Mathur, CEO of Manny Pacquiao Promotions, just fired a final warning at Floyd Mayweather. He states Floyd has broken their deal and serious consequences are approaching. The problems span multiple violations, even involving the planned bout with Greek kickboxer Mike Zambidis. Floyd now has very less time to respond before lawyers step in.
And right now he's in a breach. He's in a breach. He has to provide, some form of acknowledgement that he is going to cure this breach by tomorrow. end of business day. And if there's no acknowledgement that he intends on curing these multiple breaches, I'm not just saying one. I mean, listen, one of the breaches in there is his Greece fight that he's posting, his exhibition against the Greece fighter, the Greek fighter. Like, he can't do that. He can't do that fight. It's a direct breach of this contract. So he has to provide a notice that he's willing to cure. His team has to provide that. And if they don't, then it's next steps.
Jas Mathur went even further and presented hard proof. He read the contract aloud. It clearly states the rematch is professional and officially sanctioned. He emphasized the word professional appears 11 times. Floyd Mayweather Jr. signed the deal and has already collected his advance purse.
Let me read out something to you here, okay? The main event bout of the boxing program will be a boxing match between Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather. The match will be a professional and sanctioned match and shall count on the official professional records of Mayweather and Pacquiao, and the final rules for which shall be subject to the mutual agreement of Pacquiao and Mayweather and subject to further approval of Netflix.
Okay, so I don't hear exhibition nowhere near in that statement.
The word professional is in this contract 11 times.
Oh, wow.
Another part, and which will be a professional and sanctioned boxing match and shall count on the official professional records of Mayweather and Pacquiao.
All of this only fuels the belief that Floyd is genuinely broke. Jas Mathur has now handed Mayweather an ultimatum to clean up this entire mess, while making it crystal clear a contract breach has already occurred. Mathur states the violation happened the very moment Floyd signed that deal with Mike Zambitis. That sheds light on why Floyd would agree to a 3-fight package while jeopardizing his legacy by deceiving everyone into believing the rematch is merely an exhibition rather than a legitimate fight.
I mean, it's unfortunate that has come to what has come to. Obviously, when we first heard about him having a 3-fight deal, we understood why he's having a 3-fight deal. I gave my name to people that he could have fought, that could have helped him if he was in financial crisis and needed to recoup some of that money back. And Manny Pacquiao was one of the names. It's crazy that it's even got to this point. I don't even know what to think about it at this point. Obviously, signing multiple deals and getting in advance and having them pay you ahead of the fight. I mean, like, is that normal? Does that happen?
The situation is worsening. Manny's recent revelation shows how Floyd actually dodged his contract during their first fight as well. The boxing world is erupting after Mayweather breached the deal by lying to everyone. Meanwhile, Oscar De La Hoya rips Mayweather for breaking contracts and deceiving others, claiming the fear of losing his perfect 50-0 record blocks a legitimate rematch. De La Hoya insists even Floyd's own father knew Manny deserved the first victory, urging Floyd to finally prove his courage.
All the news on Mayweather, Pacquiao, potentially falling apart. I mean, I have to say this, Mayweather, come on, dude. Fight a real fight. You're still trying to protect your O. Yes, you're 50-0 on paper, but people know you've lost. Your own father said you lost against me back when we fought. And what's crazy is that people don't know that we had a rematch clause for 1 year. And what do? Retires for 1 year and 1 day. Bro, ever since I got beat up by Manny Pacquiao in my last fight, I've wanted to fight every single day. But I couldn't because I wasn't right.
Oscar De La Hoya mocks Mayweather for running from a real Manny rematch, pointing to their own contractual clause. He says Floyd walked away from boxing just to protect his untouched 50-0 record. Now Oscar is calling for his own rematch or even a shot at Jake Paul, while accusing Floyd of being terrified of facing Manny again. According to De La Hoya, fear is the only reason Mayweather keeps hiding behind fake exhibitions.
Physically, emotionally, I just wasn't right. All that depression, all that shit that I had within my spirit. But now these last 5 years, I've put in the work, man. Woo! I did a lot of work and I feel happy. I feel at peace. And you know what? A man at peace is a dangerous man. I can take on King Kong if I want and beat his ass. I'll even fight Jake Paul.
Mayweather probably never imagined the chaos his statements would unleash. His claims directly clash with Netflix's official February 23rd announcement, which promoted a professional rematch, putting his 50-0 record on the line for over 325 subscribers. The Sphere and both boxers' own promotional companies had formally co-signed that fight. Now, with clear contradictions in the open, the entire boxing world is left wondering whether Floyd intentionally misled everyone or simply got caught in his own web of deception.
I'm just, Ocho,
everybody don't get it.
Ocho, you got to, and I understand, Chat, I understand about taxes. Uncle Sam, the only mofo that don't work and get half your money.
Hello.
He don't do ish. But got his hand stuck out. And I get it. I hate paying that quarterly payment. I hate it. But you ain't come to get my stuff.
Hey, what are you telling? Listen, it's a select few, Unc. You hear me, Uncle Joe? It's a select few that sit high and look low. When it comes to them taxes, they make their own damn rules.
Mayweather is shielding his flawless record by avoiding a real fight, a move that exposes his bruised ego, terrified of a true professional rematch with Manny. Meanwhile, his lavish lifestyle is now being called the genuine threat to his legacy, with critics arguing his financial chaos matters more than any unbeaten streak.
But when you look at the way he lives life, you look at the way he does things, the entourage, the women, the jewelry, the bags, it's almost impossible, Unc. And you would understand that, Joe, you would also understand it. It's impossible to maintain a lifestyle like that when you're not still fighting.
Unless you got $200, $300 million coming in.
It's impossible. You know? I mean,
because you got money going out and ain't got
well, you don't have
in.
enough coming in to maintain it.
I don't care how much you make, Ocho. How much did you keep?
Right.
There you go.
It ain't how much you make, it's how much you keep. So imagine you make $1 billion. So in other words, he lives in Vegas. If he made $1 billion, he made 630 million. Now that's what he made. What is his lifestyle? Well, you got 2 jets. You got people, you know, and they said that he had people to wash his cars, even the ones that he wasn't driving.
The situation keeps turning uglier. Manny Pacquiao says Floyd pocketed his advance cash, leaving no room for excuses. Boxing experts are labeling this one of the most unprofessional rematch buildups in history. Wade Plemons believes something suspicious is unfolding behind the scenes and suggests Floyd may be attempting to defraud Netflix by orchestrating this entire chaos.
I don't understand how this is even happening. It gets more insane by the day. But Floyd, if this is all true, is trying to scam Netflix out of whatever bag they were going to pay them, keep his pro record, and call everything the exhibition that he may not even fight at this point, because Floyd Mayweather is saying it's an exhibition. Manny's saying, I'm not going to fight an exhibition. Fight hype. And I think you guys know that. I think it's Ellie is over there is tight with both guys. So he's got sources. And I'm not saying this is official or anything like that, but he tweeted this out 2 days ago. Mayweather versus Pacquiao 2 is canceled. More details to follow. He hasn't tweeted anything since. Or no, actually, excuse me, he has tweeted since, and it's nope, it's not, quote, still on, because everybody is reporting that the fight is still on. And I got all the receipts.
Wade has reliable sources supporting his claims. It is Mike Coppinger who reports the rematch is in serious jeopardy, with Floyd already receiving his upfront payment, and that has boxing insiders raising suspicions. Wade admits an advance fee happens occasionally, but paying Floyd under these circumstances is simply odd. He believes it's either a scripted storyline or Floyd attempting to swindle Netflix while walking away with the money.
Mathur said Manny isn't interested in an exhibition. So not only are Floyd's comments potentially in breach of contract, he could blow the whole fight up and never fight, and also have taken a cash advance on the fight he may not ever have. He's broke! I'm sorry. It's just the truth. Floyd is so badly hurting for money that this is the stuff he's doing. Knowingly signing contracts for a pro fight just to go and publicly undermine it while taking a cash advance. Essentially going, cool, I need that money now. Who cares about the fight? Do we even know, by the way, if him and Mike Tyson is still going on in April?
This isn't the first time Mayweather has tried to scheme his way out of a situation. Wade recalls watching it happen live. Floyd once showed up to a venue and still refused to step into the ring unless they handed him an absurd amount of money. He also points to the Logan Paul fiasco, where Floyd allegedly tricked a Dubai marketing firm. Wade insists there's far more to this drama than the public realizes.
This Ian person, I think that's somebody involved with Netflix. I think. I don't want to report that and not know it, but this person that Fight Hype is talking about, I think is someone involved with who is getting scammed there. But there's no receipts, anything like that, but this is getting, Deontay Wilder by the day, dude. I can't believe that Floyd has gone this far. It has to be a money thing, dude. It really does. Like when I said that Floyd was going broke, or at least that he was financially unstable, people were like, oh, he's got more money than you. What are you talking about? And I wasn't even trying to be mean with it. It's just a fact of the matter that Floyd has turned to the most insane business practices and downright scamming in some cases to get money that he hasn't even earned. And this looks like another example, except he's doing it in broad daylight to Netflix. Crazy.
So here we are. Floyd Mayweather, the master of dodging, might have finally punched himself into a corner he can't slip out of. Between breached contracts, Netflix lawsuits, and a legacy crumbling under the weight of his own fear, the only real fight left may be in a courtroom. Stay locked in, because this story is far from over. Drop your take in the comments. Is Floyd scared, broke, or just playing chess while we're all stuck watching checkers? And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates.